I'm seeing all sorts of ads for services to seal and enhance your paver driveway. Instead of spending thousands of dollars over and over to have a service do it, we DIY it, and it's super easy. While it can be done by one person, it's better with two. Maybe you can have a neighbor help you, and then you can help your neighbor with their pavers. First, we clean off the surface with a blower, then spray it with a regular garden hose. Some companies will advertise that they pressure wash, but according to the paver company owner we spoke to when the house was being built, using a pressure washer is a really great way to go overboard and ruin your pavers. Misuse of the pressure washer can erode the paver edges and ruin them, not to mention taking out the sand from in between them, and you need that sand. It's what keeps the pavers stabilized. A garden hose does the job just fine, and that's what we use. We also have a scrub brush with a handle for any stubborn, bird deposits. We're going to let it dry overnight and then hit it lightly with the blower again in the morning to remove any debris and dust that may have accumulated overnight. Now we're going to fill up the backpack sprayer. We chose Black Diamond as our paver enhancer and sealer because the TA spoke with customer service, who went above and beyond, helping us to determine how much product we needed based on our square footage and how much to expect to put down in the initial year and in subsequent years. The TA is my task assigner. For example, we're doing the pavers this year because she told me to. If you want to use the tools and gear we used for this project, there are handy links in the video description. To put down the product, I spray a section of pavers and then my assistant follows along with a paint roller on a long handle to spread out the product and even it out. This prevents any standing puddles and fills in any missed areas. She also works the edges with the roller, since any overspray on my part tends to end up in the yard and is just wasted. If you have any really hard to reach areas, such as in the foyer in front of your front door, just put some product in a small container and use a paintbrush. If you're getting something out of this video, please give me a thumbs up. Remember to subscribe to the channel and ring the bell so you don't miss future updates. These simple things help me out here on YouTube and make it possible to produce future content like this. Let's do a recap while we finish this driveway. Some things to remember. Measure your square footage and make sure you have an adequate amount of product, perhaps include a percentage of overage to be sure. Black Diamond customer service was very helpful to us when figuring out how much we needed. If this is your first year, you'll need more product, but in subsequent years it will require less. The day before the job, clear the pavers with a leaf blower and wash them with your garden hose. The next morning, give the driveway a quick once-over again with the leaf blower. Mind the outside temperature and start early if you need to. The product will become sticky and hard to work with if it's too hot. Plan ahead and either clear your driving schedule or park a car outside, since ideally, once this job is done, you don't want to drive on the pavers until the next day. If you have heavier lines where you overlapped your rows while spraying, don't be concerned. They will even out in a few weeks and soon you won't even notice them. Now it's all nice and sealed. The color is restored, and when you get those summer rains, the water just tends to bead up and roll off. But wait, we're not done yet. If you want your backpack sprayer to be in good condition the next time you need it, it's very important to thoroughly rinse it, then take it apart and clean all the internal parts. It's also very important to use some petroleum jelly on all the O-rings. If you don't do this, you'll find out that the next time you use it, it will leak, and since it's on your back, guess where it all goes? I found out the hard way, or the wet way I suppose you'd call it. Then I had to order a complete O-ring kit and replace them all. Turns out the old adage about taking care of your tools so they will take care of you was right on target. So we've spent a few $100s on equipment and product and saved several $1,000s by doing it ourselves. Now it's time to enjoy the fruits of my efforts. Feel free to join me. If you enjoyed this video, check out some of my other ones.